If your brother, your mother, your sister, your wife, your husband encouraged you to follow a false god, you would have been the first person to stone them before everybody else stoned them to death. Yes, that's what it says in scripture in Deuteronomy 13. Let's read it. Deuteronomy 13, 6 through 9. If your very own brother or your son, daughter, or wife you love, or your closest friend secretly entices you, saying, "Let us go and worship false gods or other gods, gods that neither you nor your ancestors have known, gods of the peoples around you, whether near or far, from one end of the land to the other, do not yield to them or listen to them. Show them no pity. Do not spare them or shield them. You must certainly put them to death. Your hand must be the first in putting them to death, and then the hands of all the people." They took it very seriously when it came to their land being corrupted by following a false god. This is solely about faithfulness to God and not allowing anyone or anything to turn you away from your relationship from the one true God. In ancient Israel, the decision to worship false gods wasn't just about, a religious decision. It was spiritual betrayal, which is idolatry. This often led to corruption, injustice, and immorality. God desires undivided devotion. So just as idolatry in marriage is betrayal, idolatry is betrayal in regards to your relationship with God. The reason the warning is so strong is because the temptation to betray God can typically come from the people that are the closest to us, which is why we must be very careful with not receiving from people, no matter how close they are to you, no matter whether they are your spouse or your children or your mother or your father. If it is going to lead you away from the one true God, you must cut it immediately and steer away. You must make sure that you have discernment to not even allow the smallest seed or the smallest influence to be sown into you, because that small influence can begin to grow. So don't even entertain people who come to you and begin to talk to you about what they're practicing when you know it goes against God. And this is what the Lord means when he says to guard your hearts. You have to guard your hearts from everybody, not just a romantic relationship. Guard your heart against anyone who is bringing something to you that goes against the scripture and who God is in that scripture. We don't compromise with idolatry, not even an ounce. We do not. Cut off anything that competes with God for your heart. God bless.